interaction with mature audiences only. So if you can't stand the heat, stay away from the fire.
What's up, Raider Nation? I am the Commish, coming to you live, as always, from the friendly confines of Hardcore Channels Live Studios. And just where is that, might you ask? Well, shit. Let me give you some simple directions. In case you knew, haven't been here before, or it's been a long night, let me help you out. Just down the street, past the house with the boarded up windows. Make sure you stop at the corner and ask my man Joe. He's a gentleman and a scholar, but he's mostly a man of commerce. Slip him what you should, and he's going to point you in the right direction. He's going to tell you to take a left and then a right. And as you find yourself strolling down the street minding your own goddamn business, a cool breeze hits you that chills you right to your skeletal core, and you find yourself asking, was that the autumn wind? You goddamn right. Should you venture down that deep, dark alley? Well, of course you should. Because what you're going to find at the end is a special little place that we like to call deep behind the enemy line. This is Raider Reaction, and as it is every Tuesday on Raider Reaction, it's the Raider Nation Report with yours truly, a solid 60 minutes of everything silver and black. So pound that share button, sprinkle it about the world, and help us paint the world silver and black. Thank each and every goddamn one of you for joining us here at Raider Reaction. We appreciate you all. Every single one of you. So let's get it cracking. Let's get it cracking. But I want to stop and take a quick, brief minute and pause in remembrance of a brother of ours here at Raider Reaction that fallen not that long ago, but it would be his birthday today. He joined me on the Raider Reaction team in the first season I was doing this, man. But just months into me starting this Raider Reaction thing. We're working on 3 years now, and our brother Rip Raider, We lost him not that long ago, and today would have been his birthday. And we have dubbed the green room in Hardcore Challenge Live Studios the official RAIDER green room on his passing. And I just I wanted to remember our brother today, because man, he was around when we started this whole stupid thing, and it's just a bummer he's not here to see where it's going. So gone but not forgotten, my man. So moving on. The axe fell today, man. You saw people hit the ground. Bodies were falling. Now I ask you, is this a glimpse into the psyche of what the management, the coaching staff, your upper echelon of the Raiders organization is thinking? Because let me paint the picture for you, ladies and gentlemen. Bar pretty much what everybody thought. I had them picked at 9-7, so it looks like I stand in line to maybe hit my prediction for the season. But most of your prognosticators on your Worldwide Leader and bullshit and all the rest of the networks had them at 3 wins, 4 wins. So they've already far surpassed what most people thought they were doing. Everybody really saw this as a reboot and a loading up for Vegas. That's where everybody saw it coming into the season. So when you look at how, as an organization, you had to look at your success, you're sitting at 6-4, and you're like, fuck. Huh. Wasn't expecting this. Shit. And then you go out to the Jets game, and you're like, alright, that's kind of like more where we thought we were. But the reality of the matter is, you go into the Chiefs game and you're like, if we win this game, or we're half-assed in this game, we're alive in this season. And I think that was the mindset of Gruden, the coaching staff, when you went into that, because they knew Josh Jacobs was dealing with injury going into that game, and had been for several weeks. So you lose the game, and now you shelf him. You shelf him, and you go out and you pick up some fucking Rod Smith. Rod Smith has exactly 101 attempts in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 NFL seasons. 101 attempts. All this guy is the guy that you're going to stick on the roster because you're just about ready to shelf Josh Jacobs for the rest of the season. That's what's going to happen. Josh Jacobs has helped me get to my fantasy football playoffs, and we're about to have to ride D-Wash the rest of the way, it looks like. Because I don't believe we're going to see him. I don't honestly know why you would, because I kind of see the mindset. Why risk it? You're looking at a guy who's possibly the offensive rookie of the year. He's one of the big breakout stars of the 2019 season. He's by far your biggest breakout star. And if you guys want any Raider Reaction swag, check out the shop at RaiderReaction.com, the Reaction shop. Got all kinds of Raider Reaction swag. You want to get you some t-shirts, some stickers, what have you, man, hit it up there. We got all kinds of goodies in there. All kinds of goodies. And we price that shit right, and everything in the shop is free shipping. All shipping's included. So go check it out. So you start to look, you bring, because the reality of the matter, mid-season, you're like, fuck, man, we're still in this. So you bring in Swearinger, you bring in Preston Brown, you bring in some guys because you've had some injuries, so now you're trying to do some stopgaps. You're trying to see if, maybe you can keep your head above water, maybe you can maintain, maybe you can turn this season into something. Because you're right on that cusp of, hey, maybe this could be something. Well, all of that optimism is pretty much washed away. And if you can't tell that by the moves that have happened today. He didn't come from the Cowboys. He came from the Titans. He came from the Titans. He was in the Cowboys in 18, 17, 16, 15. And he was with the Seahawks for a little bit in 15. So, trust me, I got all the info right here. We don't come unprepared now. But he's nothing. He has 101 attempts. 101 attempts in 6 NFL seasons. I don't care what you wore. Didn't matter. That's hardly any fucking experience. But you're looking at this now as a lost season almost. When you look at how you look going forward. It's you're right there. So you bring in these guys, and now that it's fallen off, and you see that you don't really have a chance, so fuck it. There's no reason to keep Swearinger. There's no reason to keep Preston Brown. We're going to shelf Josh Jacobs, so we need somebody to stick in on the depth chart at the bottom. Let's go grab this Rod Smith kid. He's out there scratching his ass doing nothing. We'll stick him at the bottom of the fucking roster. It's... You can almost see they're like, let's improve that draft pick these last 3 weeks. It's what's going to happen, man. I see the fucking writing on the wall. I feel like you're going to see the team come out and fight this week against the Jags because it's the last week in Oakland. But I got a feeling you're going to see some goofy shit in the last 2 weeks. Like you may see Carr not play in the final 2 weeks. You may see Deshaun Kaiser. You've got the possibility to see some things happen. And so then these games go, and all of a sudden, what you thought could have been a 10-6, 9-7, now you're 8-8. And the season's just completely lost. You went from 6-4, right in the middle of a wild card race, the AFC West in the palm of your hand, a chance. You stood at the doorway of relevance. Standing right at the doorway, man. You knocked on the door. It was one of those you knock on the door fell open, and you're standing there at the threshold of relevance. And you pissed yourself. It's the reality of what happened. The Raiders were on everybody's tongue. Every morning show. All of the fucking talking pundits. Everybody was talking about the Raiders. Cowherd had was eating crow. He was talking, moved the Raiders up into his top 10. Everybody was talking about the Raiders. We stood at the doorway of relevance. The door was open. All we had to do was step through and claim our spot among the top of the league. And we stood there and pissed ourselves. It was a disgusting thing to watch. And a disgusting thing to have to experience. And 3 games in a row when you had the best shot you'd had in a long, long time. It's unfortunate. So I really think by the moves you see today and the fact that Josh Jacobs did not play this last weekend, you are seeing the writing on the wall and the white flag being waved for the 2019 season. It's over. We're trying to get out of this without any injury. Maybe get a little experience for some of these young guys like Rico Gafford, Deshaun Kaiser. Maybe running Mo Hurst a little more action. I think you see some fight this week. And unfortunately, I think it really tails off the last 2 weeks. I think they start to pull talent, and I think you start to think about draft positioning for the next season and what you're doing going forward for Vegas. It's the first thing I thought when I saw those guys getting cut today. I mean, like, that doesn't improve. I don't care what argument you make about how well they've been produced or they've done this or that. You're not a better team without them on it. You're not. Not at this juncture. You're not a better team without them on it. So, what does that tell you? That tells you one thing. We're looking on the horizon, man. The palace in the desert. That's what it's all about now. That's where the focus is. Our barometer that we have been keeping for where the world sees us are the ESPN rankings, the worldwide leader in bullshit. We dropped one spot to number 18 on the rankings this week, so which is about where we are. We're average. We make it exciting against average teams, and we usually win against the bad teams. And sometimes we win against the average teams, but we don't beat the good teams. That's pretty much what the Oakland Raiders are right now. The top of the league, we can't compare with. We make it exciting when a couple average scrubs square off. We make it look interesting. And we all congratulate our quarterback because he, brings comebacks against the, a fucking rookie quarterback on the Bengals who's never started before. So I ask you, going forward, I put a poll up over the last 24 hours on the page. Last I seen, it was over 1,500 hits. That's pretty much 100% silver and black participation. And the question was, who would you prefer to see under center for your Los Angeles Raiders? Your Las Vegas Raiders. I was thinking Los Angeles because I was rocking the Allen jersey today. Your Las Vegas Raiders. See, it doesn't even sound right yet. Who do you want to see? Would you rather see as the starting quarterback of your Las Vegas Raiders? God, it still doesn't even sound right yet. Your Las Vegas Raiders in 2020. Derek Carr or Teddy Bridgewater. And I believe at last it was like 64% for Carr. So, I mean, there was a very strong freaking percentage that was like, nah, fuck him. I'm done with him. Shit, I'd give Bridgewater a shot. There was a strong percentage. Because if you're sitting at 64, that's 36, man. I like the Sin City Raiders better as well, Rusty. I ain't gonna lie. I might just have to say Raiders and just drop it all together. Just keep it Raiders from now on, man. I don't know. But Las Vegas Raiders just doesn't sound right to me yet. It just doesn't. I grew up in my age. The Los Angeles Raiders were. That's how I grew up a Raider fan, man. The Los Angeles Raiders. When I graduated high school, I didn't get a class ring of my high school because, quite frankly, I fucking hated high school. I got a Los Angeles Raiders class ring for when I graduated high school. That's what I got. Had the fucking emblem in it. It looked just like a class ring, but it said Los Angeles Raiders, had the emblem in it, and had shit on the sides. That's what I got. Because, that was my team growing up, man. The fucking Bo Jackson era, and, him and Marcus in the backfield, and, why is Marcus not getting any carries, and all that shit. That was my era, the Shredder era. But so I threw that poll up, and I thought it was a really good glimpse into what Raider Nation kind of thinks of their quarterback. So you've got, here's your options, man. Because if you don't have greatness at quarterback, because greatness elevates everything around him. He's a leader of men. Greatness elevates the play of those around you. You can now, you have unlimited capacity of what others can do because you don't know where this greatness can take you at certain moments of a game. I think in 6 seasons, it's safe to say Derek Carr does not have greatness oozing out of his pores. He doesn't. He's good. Good. Not great. Good. not great. So, if you don't have greatness at the quarterback position, your options are you have to go find greatness or you surround him with greatness. Because there is a laundry list of quarterbacks in this league who are walking around with hardware because they didn't fuck things up and they were surrounded by greatness. Jim McMahon, Trent Dilfer, Brad Johnson. There's a laundry list of them, man, that have won a Super Bowl because they were surrounded by greatness. Derek Carr is not surrounded by greatness. So that has brought us to a crossroad right here. 6 seasons, ladies and gentlemen. Derek Carr impressed the franchise enough and ownership enough, the fan base enough in his first 5 years to get his paycheck. That is your number one goal when you come into the league now with the way it is set up, is you must ball out to get your first big payday. You may get 2 if you're one of them special athletes, but you got to get that one. Well, he balled out. He's ridden off of the 2016 season. He's hanging his career on that at this point. 2016, which is like fucking forever and a day ago at this point. But at that time, that got you your $120 million, $125 million contract. Now you're into that contract. Year 6. No playoff wins. Only 1 playoff appearance, which you didn't make it to. You can argue why, but I don't give a shit. A professional athlete's number one asset is availability. You weren't available in the playoffs. It is what it is, man. Fucking, you can go get to the Rolodex of excuses. Oh, but he missed his block. Blah, blah, blah. I don't care. Were you there? When I looked down the bench, were you there? No. Not available. Check. Just saying. So you have to look at your options now. Because you're at that crossroads. You know what you have at quarterback. You've got a good quarterback. He's not a bad quarterback. He's a good quarterback. He's typically safe with the football. He typically doesn't make bad decisions. But he ain't gonna make no risky fucking decisions either. He's not gonna force the ball. He's not no gunslinger. He's not gonna fucking throw the team on his back. He's not that guy. He's not a leader of men. He's a fucking golly gee type quarterback. Come on, guys, we can do better. Nah, I want to grab a guy by the face mask and motherfucker him. Come on, dude. What the fuck is wrong with you? That's what I want. You get me hit like that again, I'm going to kick you in the balls. I don't want a golly gee quarterback. I don't. Fuck that. So you've reached a crossroads with him. You do not have greatness at the quarterback position. You quit telling me about his goddamn completion percentage and how many yards he's thrown. Fucking everybody throws for yards now. It's a fucking Madden league, man. They took defense away. They neutered it. Everybody throws for fucking... Goddamn Phillip Rivers throws for fucking 5,000 yards every fucking season. The motherfucker ain't won shit. He just makes kids. And we're stupid ties. So don't give me that shit. So we do not have greatness at the quarterback position. Period. Don't have it. He's good. So do you surround him? If you've decided no, you're not going to surround him with greatness. You're going to go out and try to find that quarterback that can elevate the players around them. If that's what you decide, now you're going out into the draft or you're going out into the free agent market. Now, I'm going to throw this out there. And you have to stop and think, man. You got to look back at the history of the league because it's happened before. There are quarterbacks, the Super Bowl lineage is littered with quarterbacks who were thrown away and cast off at one point as not having their shot. And it just takes a meshing with a coach and a system, and just like Gruden did Gannon, man. So do you bring a guy like an Eli Manning in at the end of his career who's still got fucking life in his arm? Do you consider bringing him in and drafting a quarterback? You cut bait with Carr. You save a fucking boatload of money. You bring Manning in on a 1-year fucking sayonara deal. You put a rookie underneath him. Do you do something like that? I'm not saying Eli Manning's the guy. He's just a name I'm throwing out there. You can plug in any name you want. But is that something, and John Gruden goes a la what he did with Rich Gannon, leaning more along a veteran quarterback that he feels gives him a little better edge than Carr does? Or do you then do you just decide, hey, listen, we're gonna grow in Vegas with a new quarterback, and you go to the draft and you try to draft that guy? Do you try to, draft the kid from Oklahoma, bring the kid in from LSU, Clemson? Do you go that route? Or do you keep Carr and you still go to the draft and you draft your future and shove it right up his ass and say, listen, motherfucker, it's do or die time. You're the fucking shit off the pot, pal. You got to about week 4, and this kid's going to be chomping on your ass if you don't fucking get your shit together. They're fucking Captain Average. Golly gee, coach. I sure do better next time. Let me go over here and sit and pout about it. Have you ever seen Derek Carr pace up and down the sideline, pissed off, furious, kicking shit, knocking over a water cooler, throw a clipboard, anything? Ever? He almost looked like he was mildly agitated at his post-game press conference. Mildly, because somebody booed him. And he got his panties in a fucking bunch. He almost was agitated. A little bit. A quarterback it's a different thing, man. You take all 32 teams in the league, and you can make an argument that out of those 32 teams, half of those starting quarterbacks are trash. You can make that argument easily. Because, quite frankly, half those franchises think their quarterbacks are trash. They're like, fuck, God damn it. We fucked up with this guy again. So, there's only 32 of those jobs available in the entire world. This is one of the most popular sports in the planet. And there's only 32 of these jobs available. And half of those guys are trash. So at some point, you've got to make the decision. Is this your guy, man? Is this your guy? Yeah, he's a nice guy. He doesn't have any controversy. He doesn't have this and that. But a quarterback has to be a leader of men. All of the greats can do it. They elevate the play around them. They put the ball in. You hear comments like, how did he get that in there? I can't believe he threw that. What was he thinking? Do you hear that when Derek Carr's on the field? He's not a put you on the edge of your seat type quarterback. He's had good wins. Okay, he's had a few good wins. Yes, he has. So's every quarterback. So's fucking Fitzpatrick. He's got a cute nickname, Fitzmagic. Because he's had some great wins. But he's never won a fucking thing worth a shit, man. He's not one of them a marquee victory. Not one of them fucking elevated the team to a new plateau. Those are the ones that put you in Canton. Not beating the Saints in week 1 of 2016. That's not a marquee win. Not a Thursday night football win against the fucking Queefs in the middle of the season. That's not a marquee win. I've grown weary and I've grown tired of the lack of enthusiasm and I watched an interview with Derek Carr and the lovely lady who does interviews for the Oakland Raiders when they have the little in-studio sessions. And I watched an interview with, her name escapes me right now. I just have this vision of her legs. But in this interview, he sits and he banters with her about how we just, oh, you know, everybody loves me when I do great, and everybody hates me when I do bad. It's just the way it is. And just like it wasn't a big deal. And it just doesn't ever seem like it gets to him. And the fact that you're just never upset, you're never angry. Oh, we just got to do better. Golly gee, guys. Come on. We can do that. Do you really got to swear so much, Coach? See, Shane knows who I'm talking about. As soon as I said it, he's like, oh, yeah. Oh, the in-studio. Oh, yeah, I know who she is. So it leaves you at a strange place. It's a crossroads, man. We've reached a crossroads with this guy. It really... You hit this point with your quarterback. You made this decision. He had his 5 years to prove it, and he made it. He proved it. He gave you that one great year, so you banked on him that he's going to give you more of those. Hey, I'm giving you this $125 million contract. We're going to get more of those 2016 seasons, right? That's what we're paying for here. We're not paying for you to get fucking fat and happy. Okay? No. We want some wins, motherfucker. Okay? That's what we're signing for. Do you get it? So he got that. And now you're a little bit into that. And you're like, you know, I could jump out in the draft and I could get this kid that he's got the possibility to be great when this guy's just good. See, that's the thing. When you've got just good and you see greatness and you can see how much better it is and you're just like, you know, I'm gonna cut you deep, Raider Nation. And I'm sorry for what I'm about to say. I'm going to cut you and I'm going to cut you deep. And I hate to even say it too. It turns my stomach to even think of the thought that I'm thinking. But I'm going to cut you deep by saying this. The Kansas City Chiefs have a better quarterback than we have. And they found it quicker than we did. Their quarterback already won an MVP quicker than ours. Everybody talks about him as being one of the next greats of the game. Is anybody talking about ours in that fashion? No. If that doesn't fucking upset you, if that doesn't piss you the fuck off, then I don't get it. It's been 6 years. 6 fucking years. This isn't a 1 year, 2 year, 3 years he'll get it. Oh, after year 4, man, he's going to turn the... No. This is 6 fucking years, man. He's a nice guy. He's this, he's that. You're at a crossroads now. Where are we going to go with this guy? Where are we going to go? He cannot compete with Patrick Mahomes at the top of the AFC West. He's fucking proven it. I'm sorry. He doesn't take the same risks. He doesn't have the same fire. It's like comparing apples and rocks, man. And it's making me sick. I'm fucking sick of it. I'm sick of it. So if you're okay with mediocre, then you gotta surround him with greatness. Then you have to surround him with greatness. Because he's not great. Or you need to go out and find greatness at the quarterback position. He's talented. So's every fucking quarterback in the league. Baker Mayfield's talented too. So is Johnny fucking Manziel. Don't throw the T word at me. They've all got talent. He doesn't have the fire. And he is not a leader of men. Period. I want to see moves and changes made at the quarterback position in 2020. This franchise, this fan base, this organization deserves better. And the fucking golly gee quarterback needs to go away. Golly gee, coach. I'll do better next time. Well, golly gee, guys. If we would have caught a couple of those balls, got a couple of those first downs, golly gee. We'll get them guys next week. We'll just get back and watch more film. We'll practice harder. Nah. Fuck that, man. Fuck that. I mean, you've seen quarterbacks after games and they come out and they're fucking pissed off. They can't even talk to the fucking press. They're ripping fucking ass and they're fucking cussing and you see this. You know, I've seen more fire out of guys after a game, man. I mean, do you not remember when like Tebow lost that one game? And the dude about lost his fucking mind. Basically, goddamn guaranteed a fucking championship right there after losing one game. There's just some, and you know, the fact that I even would bring that guy up and compare, he's got more fire than you, man. He just ain't got no talent. I don't get it. I'm at a crossroads, man. I'm at a crossroads with him. And I by the poll I've put up, it's honestly, it's about 50-50 where Raider Nation thinks they're at with their quarterback. We're at a crossroads. You paid the guy, and now you're at a point where you're like, man, we're paying you a boatload of money, bro, to be average, man. We're going to finish this season right around 500. No playoffs. Average. For what we're paying you? You know, you're 6 seasons in. You got to start looking back at the career statistics and you're like, bro, we're going into 2020, man. That 16 season was 4 fucking years ago. I got Shane completely off course, man. And it's unfortunate, man. I've sat here for, this would be my 3rd season of covering Raider football and with Raider Reaction and whatever the fuck we do here. And I have stood here and I've stood on the soapbox for that guy, and you got to believe and put this around him and put the pieces in place around him. He needs this back. He needs this tackle. He's missing this guy in front of him. Oh, he needs a running back. Now he's missing this. You don't have a number 1 wide receiver. And the fact of the matter is, man, at some point, there's no quarterback in the league that has everything they need around them. They don't have the greatest coach. They don't have the greatest offensive coordinator. They don't have the greatest line in front of them. They don't all have fucking all-star team of fucking wide receivers and tight ends. They don't have a fucking stud running back behind them. Half of these guys are getting by with like two or three running backs that they're running in on a fucking carousel. They're scabbing together wide receiver cores. They're patched together offensive lines. But these other guys are fucking winning with that shit, man. They're winning with that shit. You know, Tom Brady and the fucking Cheatriots have been winning together with a bunch of scabbed together wide receivers for fucking well over a decade. You know? At some point, you got to look around the league and other people are getting it done, man, too. They're getting it done. You know, what did the Titans have that we don't have? Seriously. We just got trucked. Again. What did they have that we don't have? That makes them a top flight team. They're deep in a playoff hunt right now. What are they that we don't have? They got a quarterback who's playing fucking lights out right now. That's what they have that we don't have. They got a quarterback who's fucking balling out. Who knows his fucking career's on the line. Why? Because Ryan Tannehill had it fucking taken from him. Ryan Tannehill was Derek Carr in Miami. He was their golden boy. He was the one that was going to take him to the next echelon. And guess what? They'd seen enough, man. And they cut bait with him. They sent his ass packing. Oh, snap. Billy James with the comment of the night. So, he gets sent. Has to sit behind Mariota. Mariota, luckily for him, stunk it up and up. He gets the shot. And that's what I'm telling you, man. Some of these people, they're so fucking closed-minded and they look at football with blinders on. Go look. History is history for a reason. Go back and study that shit, man. It is littered with guys like Ryan Tannehill, who had a lot of talent, came in the league, bombed. Everybody gave up on him, and the only person that didn't give up on him was him. And he has come out and he knows. Listen, I'm playing for a job. I want teams to look at me. There's a whole new crop of quarterbacks coming in the league that are fighting for 32 jobs. And you got a guy who's already got fucking kicked on down the street. For him to even have a team look at him, you got to ball out. That's the type of fire our quarterback needs to play with. Like he's playing for his job. He's too comfortable. And he plays with no fire anymore. He's Captain Average. And it's time to move on. It's time to move on. I just can't make the argument anymore. It's unfortunate, but I can't. And it's sad to see that it looks like with the moves made today, I honestly feel like the coaching staff in this organization is pulling the ripcord on this season. I hope you see the fight. I hope they at least go out there and lay it on the line in Oakland for the fans. They deserve it. The fans in Oakland deserve it. They deserve a W, man. They deserve to walk out after the one last epic tailgate, and they deserve to walk out of there with the fireworks flying in the sky, the music blasting, and walking out with victory, man. The fans deserve that. There's nothing like walking out of the Coliseum after a victory, after a day of fucking tailgating with fucking Raider Nation, and there's nothing like it. And it just sucks to me to see moves like this already. You have 3 weeks left to play, man. You're not a better team without Swearinger and Preston Brown. You're just not. You're not. You're not even mathematically eliminated from the playoffs yet. He hasn't had any pressure for a long time. When's the last time Derek Carr was pressured at quarterback? I mean, when? And challenged. And worried about his job. And not just, yeah, I'm the quarterback of the Raiders. Golly gee, fellas. Want an autograph? It's a nice guy. But I think it's time to move on. And at this point, if you're the team and you're pulling the ripcord and you think it's over, then fuck it, I agree. Let's sit Josh Jacobs. Don't play him. If he's got a fractured shoulder, do not ruin that kid. Do not ruin him. Competition absolutely makes you better, Tom. 150%. And I'm not sure you get rid of him next year. I don't know if that's the right move. But you challenge the guy. I don't know. There's just certain guys you either have it or you don't, man. And I don't think he's built with that mean streak in him. I don't think he has it. I just don't think he has it. Period. I don't think he has it. I got all the mean streak in the world, but I ain't got the fucking ounce of talent to go with it. He needs a little bit of my mean streak. Because I'll motherfucker a guy. I just can't throw the ball. But I just don't think he has it in him. You at some point you've got to not care about the other guy's feelings. I don't give a shit. Don't be a pussy. I'm trying to win, motherfucker. You get it? Do you know where you're supposed to be on that route? You do that again, I'm gonna go tell the coach to never fucking put your bitch ass on the field. Do you get it? You drop another fucking pass like that on third down, I'll never throw you the fucking ball again, motherfucker. Do you understand me? I'm getting paid $125 fucking million to win here, okay? You get your shit together, or I'll make sure you never see the field again. You need a quarterback like that. Make people accountable, man. Hold people accountable in life, and you'll succeed. That's fucking management, and that's called being a fucking leader. I don't. Golly gee. Next time, try to hold on to it, okay? Man, you good try. Golly gee. Boy, that other team did really good. Boy, they played really well. You know, just their defense was so good. And way to go, Billy. Way to go. Oh, shit. I don't typically get like this, except when you start to get to the end of the season like this and you see just so much failure. So much goes in to the game planning, the structure, the master plan of what you plan to do for an entire year is culminated in these 16 games. And this is what you came out of. This is a lost bastard season. The last season in Oakland, and you've turned it into this. This. It's sad, man. It's a sad end. It really, really is. It's a sad end to a great run, and you know, one of the iconic franchises in the NFL, and man, a playoff berth. That was twice. Easy now. For the city of Oakland, not the city of Oakland, because fuck the city of Oakland. You know, like the actual city government of Oakland. then the fan base really deserved this season, man. And to be on the edge of it, I'm telling you, 6-4. 6-4. You are standing at the doorway, the threshold of relevancy. The door has been opened. You're standing there. All you have to do is step through. All you have to do is step through. Purple drink? You're standing at the door of relevancy. Oh, snap. And you pissed yourself. You stood there. And you pissed down your leg. And you turned around and walked home. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of our team not being relevant. I'm sick of the excuses. Just sick of it. Now here comes the fans that tell me, oh, you can't be a real fan if you want to change a quarterback and you don't agree with this and you don't. What kind of fucking sheep are you? You know, the world's not sunshine and rainbows, okay? It's all kinds of gray up in that bitch. So let's be realistic. If you're not if you're not upset about your team completely pissing away the 2019 season, I don't get it. I don't get it. Hey, Francisco, eat a dick. Thanks for stopping by. Don't let the door hit you on the way out. It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. There's a lot of promise. There was a lot of growth in the first half of this season. A lot of growth. You start to see, Max Crosby start to blossom. You've seen some nice things out of Farrell a little bit. Who's this clown, dude? It's hilarious. Look at this motherfucker. He looks like some sort of fucking greasy fucking beatnik in here fucking talking shit. Listen, man. Go make somebody a fucking latte and shut the fuck up. Thanks for stopping by. You're adding to my metrics and just putting more fucking coins in my pocket, you stupid motherfucker. Thanks for stopping by. But I think somebody needs a latte. Somebody's at the window. Oh, he does kind of look a little like Kenny G. I'm sure he's got something in his mouth, but it ain't a fucking saxophone. Thanks for stopping. We appreciate it.
So long, sucker! In your face, sucker!
Thanks for playing. I'm sorry. You didn't like my therapy session? I had to get that off my chest. It's been bugging me. Fucking come up in here, you motherfucker. So, to wrap it up, we're at a crossroads. This offseason is a serious crossroads in where this team is headed and who the fuck is in the driver's seat. If Derek Carr is your man, then you need to surround him with some serious talent because we don't have it right now. If he ain't the man, then you need to find it. And we need to start Vegas with the right man in place. At least have him on the fucking roster. I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying. My WTF for tonight. I want to wrap up this topic and put a bow on it. My WTF for tonight is all of the fans who are just happy with what we have right now. But he's the best thing we've had since Gannon. He's the best things we've had since this. We've waited so long for a good quarterback. No, we've waited so long for a great quarterback. And we're still waiting. We just got excited about Derek Carr because he was the closest thing that we've seen to greatness in a long time. And we got excited. But he's not the answer anymore. It's 6 years in, people. You have to set back and look at it. You can't continue to make excuses for him. Other quarterbacks are doing more in less time. Open your eyes. He's a nice guy. Golly gee, coach. He's a nice guy. But he's not our quarterback. And those of you who blindly defend him, take the blinders off. Open your eyes. What the fuck? You have to start to question things at some point. And you have to at least challenge him.